Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about linguistics. So let's first talk about what is linguistics actually. Basically, linguistics is the branch of natural science in which we study about the language. We can say that it is the scientific study of human natural language. In linguistics, we learn about the language, its origin, how it is articulated, how it is produced, different contexts of language, the relationship between different languages. So, in linguistics, we learn about all these things. Linguistics is very much important subject and it is related to many different fields like education, sociology, anthropology, neuroscience, artificial intelligence. It is related to education in a way that people can get education through language, and for an effective communication, for an effective communication, linguistics, or we can say language, is very important. Likewise, in sociology, in order to learn about society and the origin of society, it is very important to learn about the language and the context of language in that society. In anthropology, we learn about different about the culture of past people. So linguistics is very important for that, as well as language plays an important role in the culture of people. Same with neuroscience and artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, linguistics is very important as language can be very much important. For example, we can see that for ChatGPT, language is very important. In neuroscience, we learn about the nerves, brain, and in linguistics we also study about the how the human language is produced, what parts of brain are responsible for the production of language. So that was the uses, or we can say importance of linguistics. Further, let's see that what are the some important branches of language or linguistics. First is phonetics. In phonetics, we study about the sounds of speech in physical terms. It means that in phonetics we learn about how the sounds are produced. We learn about different articulations, different organs of production of sound. We learn about how the sound is transferred, how it is received, how it is understood. In phonetics, we learn about this physical features of sounds. Second most important branch of linguistics is phonology, in which we study about the speech in cognitive terms. In this, we study about the patterns of speech like intonation, stress. All this we study in phonology. Further, morphology. Morphology is also an important branch of linguistics in which we'll study about the formation of words. Means how words are produced, how they are formed, what how their meaning is related to it, how throughout the history the words change their meaning, how in different languages the words are formed, they are transferred, what are free morphemes, what are bound morphemes. We study about all these things in morphology. Next, in syntax, we study about the formation and structure of sentences, how group of words meet and forms meaningful sentence, how the sentence are structured, what are different parts of sentence. This all these things we study in syntax. In semantics, we study the meanings of word, how the words and their meanings are related And in pragmatics, we study the use of language, or we can say that we study the associative meaning, not the literal meaning. In semantics, we study just the literal meaning. So these were the important branches of linguistics. Further, in this lecture, we will also study about the Chomsky's model of spoken language. He has given three models of a spoken language. First is language competence model, second is language performance model, third is language acquisition model. Let's see what is language competence model. So it is basically competence is basically the ideal or perfect knowledge that is present in the brain of a person. Chomsky said that every person has the knowledge of language in their mind, and that is perfect language. They know the grammar rules, vocab, sentence structure. They have ability to understand and create new language in their brain, but when they use language they can make error. So for example, when a person says I goes to school, now goes is incorrect. This is the use of language that will come in performance model, but the person know that the correct version of it is I go to school in their brain. So language competence model is that competence is what the person has in their mind about language. Further, second one is language performance model. Now it is basically performance is basically the actual use of language in real life situations. It is what people use, practical use of language. Okay. The performance can be affected by tiredness, emotion, memory limitations, restrictions, or social pressure. For this, and I gave you the same earlier the same example that you may know the correct grammar competence, but while speaking, first you may say I am went to market yesterday. This is performance. The difference between competence and performance state competence is perfect knowledge in the brain, performance is real imperfect speech. Third is language acquisition model. Now, according to Chomsky, children acquire language so quickly and naturally because they have the innate language acquisition device through which the children is able to learn the language effectively. It means language acquisition is model is that how the children acquires the language, and it becomes more and more polished as the time passes by. Chomsky in this model also says that all languages in the world have universal grammar, and which is the set of basic grammar rules common to all human languages. That's why children can learn any language that are exposed to without formal teaching. It means a children which who is Sindhi or Urdu but can have brought up in an English family, then he can learn English by living in that environment. So that was all for this lecture. Please like, share and comment on this. And I have created the playlist for the linguistics, and I will teach you all the branches of language, linguistics, origin of linguistic everything in this series.